let's get right down to the chase. A Christmas Story is a trash film. Welcome to Murphy. The cuffs are off. Oh, hey.
Which one's A Christmas Story? Is that bad that I don't know that?
It's actually probably a good thing.
Oh, my wife is... I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
All right, I'll say one line and you'll know what it is. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh, yeah, it's the kid that looks like you, only 15 years younger, with the little hunting rifle, right?
Yep.
Can't say I've ever watched that movie.
Okay, so
Can't say I'm ever gonna watch that movie.
There are some things about it that are iconic and funny. The leg lamp is hilarious. The tongue on the pole thing is funny. The bully that they do, the boy who like the okay, I'm not even gonna try to sing it. I just realized how stupid of an idea that was. But it is a slug of a movie where there's literally just not a story to it at all, other than this kid wants a rifle, which, cool.
Give it to him. Second Amendment.
Which he got it, and then guess what? He shot his eye out. That's the film.
Actually, it sounds like my kind of movie. Movie night.
Movie night. It's like when you think of like when people mention like iconic Christmas movies, that kid's stupid face pops up everywhere, and I'm just gonna come out and say, I think we can grow as a society, and I think instead we can replace it with something else. Heck, I'd even consider Christmas with the Cranks over that movie.
That one had Tim Allen in it too.
Yeah, another Tim Allen. Let's just replace it with Tim Allen. Tim Allen, congratulations. That. You just won Christmas.
You're officially the last man standing.
Welcome to Murphy.
I'm aware that that's the show he's in. That was the joke. Those who are putting in the comments, ha ha ha. Bet you David didn't even know that was a show.
So, the first instinct in my head was to say September 28th, 2020. When you made that last man standing joke. But you know what that made me realize? You know we're going to have to do something special every year on September 28th, right?
What's that? Reboot the channel? Start doing something better? I mean different?
I mean, that's the day comedy died. So only naturally, every year we have to throw a memorial service for comedy.
Funeral service. Let's do it. I'm committed to it. It's not even a bit. We're actually going to do it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. We'll call it the Murphine Power Hour.
Well, we're only like 300 days away from September 28th again.
It's true. It's true. It's sneaking up on us.
It's around the corner. It's just a really large racetrack.
That just made me think of how last night I was watching Family Guy as I was going to bed, because I was like, what would I not mind just listening to and not paying attention to? And Family Guy was the perfect answer. And Peter Griffin said the joke, man, that's worse than cheering at a NASCAR race. And it was Peter Griffin, and he was cheering, go in a circle, go in a circle, go in a circle, show an advertisement, go in a circle.
That is NASCAR for you.
I was proud to be an American.
That's very much like the Futurama joke where they're all standing outside and someone's about to jump off the roof and kill themselves, and they're all just like, no, don't do it. And then Bender just goes, do a flip.
Wish you would step away from that ledge, my friend.
So this is like a bonus mission, question mark, where each kill gets me time.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, how are they expecting you to get 15?
Dude, I'm so good at stuff.
I'm not an expert, but it keeps adding time. I think there's something faulty with that stopwatch.
Someone
needs
needs to change the battery on that.
Whoever programmed that over at ID Software really needs to get their job in question.
So now we have the vacuum, which is way more effective than the Roomba robot that my wife and I have. It increases the range at which we can absorb dropped items. As I get another look of, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Not only are you sleeping on the couch, the Roomba's your pillow.
Yeah, I'm not getting any sleep then.
But your couch will be clean.
Will it? Will it? I love you.
David says to the Roomba. Let that be known.
Thanks, Roomba.
Well, I'm glad I got the Christmas story thing off of my chest.
Hey, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to not watching the movie because I don't really care. Are we un-American for that? I hope not.
Probably.
So these are little runes we can unlock throughout the game.
Roomba's?
Runes. Let's get off the Roomba trail.
5 gold runes!
And we got that one. So yeah.
Hey, cool.
Cool. We got upgrades we should be doing. Got the
Fuck.
upgrades.
Fat bastard.
Dude, reading's hard. I can't see half the words on here. Oh, that's okay.
I think they fail to realize that half of their base of customers are the group of people that sat really close to a television and did irreparable eye damage to themselves growing up.
Mm-hmm. And I sit far from my TV.
I do now.
We are both sitting across the room from it.
Good thing hindsight's 2020, because I sure as hell am not 2020 vision over here.
And Facebook needs to leave me alone. It's messing with the recording. Alright. Stand by. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, we have too many friends, that's the problem. We need to Thanos snap our friend group.
Oh my gosh. You know, I was going to say that's a little harsh, but considering that they interrupted the daily dose of morphine, I think it's valid.
Yep. They put air bubbles in the IV of our daily dose of morphine. You don't want air bubbles to get into your bloodstream.
Oh, here's some demonic stuff.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
My name is Satan. That's a Stephen Lynch thing. I can't take credit for that. Here's our new weapon.
Lay down your weapons.
This one shoots rockets.
Rip Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. I was surprised when that happened, as was everybody, but I mean, was very surprised when that happened.
Well, it's just crazy to me how, like, it was public, it was relatively public, but he kept it under wraps and still made all these films while fighting cancer. And, like, you know, to us, you know, like, I like, you know, on a more serious note, I think for us, Chadwick Boseman was just this awesome superhero, you know? He was Black Panther. He was sick, you know?
He was Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, but, like, to kids, like, especially, like, black kids, to have someone that they can directly, like, look up to and say, hey, they're, like, my favorite superhero, not only was he awesome, but he even looked like me. Is something that, like, you know, we didn't really have a problem with, you know, being just a couple white kids who love Spider-Man, you know, or, like, Batman.
Hey, that's my boy.
Yeah, Batman.
Tune into Green Energy to see my love of it shortly. I just realized that video's not out yet, but that's okay.
Ooh, what, are you playing the Batman games?
I am. I think eventually I'll play through all of them, but I'm starting from the beginning, so...
Arkham Asylum, good game.
Yeah. I don't think those... Oh, I'm dead. I don't think those videos are out yet, though. I'm trying to think, because unrelated to morphine, just because I have a day off a week where I dedicate myself to doing green energy, and I can do a longer, sit down and recording session than what you and I can, because
Right.
it's two people's schedules versus one.
Right.
Where right now I have everything up to almost next January covered.
Man.
Whereas you and I do very much, and like, there's nothing wrong with this. Is just how it works for us for this.
Right.
Where we kind of just record, and then that's the stuff that comes out that week. And in the case of what happened with your quarantine, if we don't record, we just don't release. It's not a huge deal. So that's just how it works for.
Right.
Morphine.
I think overall we try and stay as consistent as possible,
Mhm.
but there's the, we set this day of the week apart, and then it's like, all right, we make plans and God laughs.
Mm-hmm.
Is really what happens.
I very much want those who are watching, because I know that there are some people watching. One channel does not take priority over another. It's just
No. Definitely not.
Time works for one a little more often, whereas this one, it feels. I don't want to say it feels more special, because that makes my other channel seem like not important, but this just feels special because I get to enjoy it with a friend, my best friend.
Aww.
And
Who is that?
uh,
Who would that be? No,
Dusty, our Roomba,
Liam Neeson, my roommate.
and Borat.
I love you, David. Time to gather some knives.
Let's take that impression and throw that out the window.
And let's let the Roomba suck that up.
Let's never talk about it again.
September 28th. Terrible day in Kazakhstan.
Oh, if you have not seen Borat, you need to, so you can understand how awesome that impression is.
I could do a better one if I wanted to.
I want you to. So that I know my choice of friends is a good one.
Me and Prime Minister of Kazakhstan get together to show beautiful movies.
You are turning Russian so fast.
Is nice.
Me and Vladimir Putin.
Me and Vladimir Putin.
For our Russian viewers, I apologize.
I mean, he
However,
really
I know
does
there
kind of
aren't
just
really-
do a Russian accent, like a kind of like a more Middle Eastern, like. Okay, we could go all day on that. I also just love the Borat films, so there's that.
Still haven't seen the second one. I think I've been saving that
Movie
been
night.
saving that for when you and I do it.
Yep. Karen, ripping your heart out. Go see your manager.
I remember seeing a social media post that was trying to talk about what the male version to Karen was, and the consensus had come to it's Chad.
Mm-hmm. You see,
Oof.
I think of a Chad to be like a frat boy,
Mm-hmm.
a fraternal brethren. To me, that's a Chad. I think of like a. If only you could have seen. So, David over here.
Why'd you make me laugh, woman? You're ruining the episode with your group chats. And okay, here's the scoop. My wife.
Scoop.
Yeah, my wife made some hot chalky because it's
Hot chocolate.
it's Christmas time. Oh, that was a bad idea. And ooh.
What?
No, there we go. Okay, I went to go get a little scoopage of the hot chocolate and marshmallows, and didn't use my head. It's right next to the microphone, so if you heard it, I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. And my wife just laughs at me and points at the microphone.
That
and
was
I almost...
some ASMR slurpage right there.
You're welcome. And also, I just tried to jump to get that upgrade and realized I can't do it when I'm in the air. We have to go get that robot later. We can get this thing right now.
That's a surprise tool we'll use for later.
Thanks, Mickey Mouse.
Want to hear Mickey Mouse do a Borat impression?
Yeah, if you can put those two together, I will never listen to it again.
I was like, how can I watch the world burn?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Some men just want to watch the world. Want to hear Michael Caine do a Borat? Okay.
My name's a Borat.
Me, the best journalist in Kazakhstan.
I want to go to the US of A and make Pamela Anderson my wife.
My plan is to go to the United States and offer up the monkey of Kazakhstan to Michael Pence, the vice president. my wife.
Want to go find Pamela Anderson and make her my wife.
September 28th. Terrible day in Kazakhstan. Why is that getting New York? Hey, September 20th. I pride myself in my impressions. I am having an off day, and I need to stop.
You just gotta stick to the stuff you gotta stick to the stuff you know.
It's true. However, one of my good impressions will no longer be relevant in a couple months.
Why is that? Are they dying?
Because the election's rigged, I'm out of the White House, I am gonna be gone.
I think that'll still be relevant. He's not dying. And even if he died, like, people do impressions of people who are in the future, in the afterlife. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird
Cool.
to think we won't be getting as much of the Hamburglar on a day-to-day basis. But hey, that's showbiz, baby. So, anywho,
We're gonna use that segue to never talk about that again.
I am losing my mind steadily. But I love it. I love it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot, Master Wayne. Whew. Ooh, child. I had something I was going to say, and I completely forgot it. And it was a good question.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was paying attention to Ultron talking to me for a second.
No, you were... How dare you be good? Try and be good at the game.
That has nothing to do with being good at the game. I'm not great at the game. I mean,
You're
I'm not
better at this game than I am at
I'm
Crash
on
Bandicoot.
the hardest difficulty, and I'm not dying a lot, but, you know.
Thank you for nodding there.
Hey, I didn't. My wife did.
I know, your wife did.
I just want the audience to know that I support you, even if off camera I don't.
Off camera, totally different story. You should hear how we talk about you when you leave, Sean.
You should see how we talk about you when you poop.
When I poop?
When you poop.
When I poop?
When I poop.
When
So we have to find 3 of those thingies and blow them up.
I poop.
That's very much so. In my mind, this story is very much you can ignore it kind of thing. But the game does try to do like an objective thing, whereas in the original Doom, your goal was just to find the last switch and pull it.
Right.
You don't have to kill a single enemy in those games to beat the levels. It's no fun if you don't, but in this game they very much were like, okay, now you have to fight this wave of enemies
When you poop.
because, you know, it's been 27 years since the original Doom came out. We're going to upgrade the playstyle a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Got to do. Stop it.
My favorite thing, getting back on Christmas for just a second, my favorite thing to do is there's a song I intentionally love to ruin for my mom. And it's the one that's the orphan choir. That's like, on this day, on this day, on this very Christmas day. The thing is that I hate that song because it's way too depressing for Christmas. and it's like it sounds like something you'd listen to if you like lost a child on Christmas, and that's to me what that song is. It's just super depressing, and so like my mom loves it, but like it makes her cry, and so what I'll do is I'll do the high pitched song sound, but I intentionally make it sound terrible. So it's like
Intentionally.
on this day, on this very Christmas day, and I will just sing that on repeat. And there are a few things quicker to get Mama Murph angry, but that is definitely on the list, and I love it. It's so fun, and I will do it on this day, on this day, on this very Christmas day, and on this day, I see clearly.
We can see all obstacles in our way.
Everything has come to light.
And it's... Oh, we were singing different songs.
I was going with Edge.
Oh. I was going with... we can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Magic.
See, you think Edge when you hear that song, which I guess is fair. But seeing how as I listen to the band behind the song,
Right.
I don't immediately think of Edge anymore, even though that's how I was introduced to the band. But thank you, Edge. Not the guitar player from U2, but the wrestler.
Just when in doubt, you know, like whenever I thank anyone, it's always implied, "Thank you, Edge. You broke your neck for us."
And then retired and came back anyways. Because you got better. Thank you.
Thank you, Edge, for taking better care of your health, and for realizing that you did not have an acting career to fall back on. Because yikes.
I mean, he wasn't... I only watched a small bit of that show. I don't actually remember what it's from, like what it's about or anything. But there's a show called Haven he was in.
Yep.
And I don't remember him being terrible in that.
Right.
It wasn't, Breaking Bad or The Sopranos or anything to talk about, but it wasn't
It
terrible.
wasn't Home Alone 3, but it also...
It definitely was better than Son of the Mask, but it wasn't Shawshank Redemption by any means.
It was better than Son of the Mask. It wasn't quite Ace Ventura Jr., you know what I mean? It ain't quite Open Season 2.
Hey, that movie's good.
I honestly couldn't tell you if I've seen it.
There's a scene where there's two dogs, and one of them's like the villain in the movie, and it's a little poodle. And then there's like, I'm bad with dog breeds, but he's got like the little droopy ears and droopy jaw.
That nails it down to all of them.
To all the dogs, and they're both buddies, but one's like the villain who's telling everybody what to do, and the other guy is just kind of like, oh, okay, I'll listen to you.
Okay.
I'll do what you say, kind of thing. But they're in like a trailer, like a driving mobile home, and the droopy dog goes, hey, Fifi. He's talking to the poodle, who's a guy. His name's Fifi or something like that, and he just goes, hey, Fifi, I gotta poop. And then he goes, what, you can't hold it? Because he gets in trouble when he poops in the trailer.
Naturally.
Because he's not, the poodle. He's not the favorite dog. And so the poodle has to throw up in the mobile home so that they'll stop it, so that he can go outside and poop. And so when I think of Open Season 2, I think of that scene, and it's funny.
Well, that's just great. And you know what? I'm excited to talk more about Open Season 2 in our next episode.
Is it time to wrap up already?
It's time. Yeah, man.
Holy frick frack. When you talk about crappy cinema and your
Frick,
bad
frack,
impressions,
paddywhack, man.
time goes fast.
Time flies when you're talking Open Season 2.
Well, bye.
Bye.